my name's Sophie Shepherd, and I'm the company director of Devoted Home Care, which is a domiciliary home care company.
Hi, my name's Annabelle Webster, and I've got a business called Annabelle Loves Business, and I'm a mentor for the Kent Foundation, and this is two of my three mentees.
Hello, my name is Tawanda Chukurune, and I'm the director of Nice and Easy Cleaning Services. We provide cleaning services for commercial buildings and stuff like that. Okay.
Thank you very much. So, first of all, first question. What made you first want to start your business? What was the initial push? What was the need to start your business?
So mine was I wanted more responsibility. I completed my level MVQ level 2 and 3 and 5, and then I needed to go on to something more. So the next thing would be setting up my own business in care, which I did. The companies I worked for before weren't how I wanted to run a company, so I thought that setting up a company myself I'll be able to run it how I wanted, and yeah, have more responsibility. So that is why.
Yeah, for me it was quite different to what Sophie was. When lockdown first came, I was working as an assistant quantity surveyor for a construction company, and obviously with everything going the way it went, I was on furlough for quite a long time, so I didn't like the idea of just sitting at home and not doing anything. So I started Googling what companies can you start without any capital, because obviously we're quite young, we don't have a lot of money behind us. So cleaning company was one of the companies, cleaning business was one of the things that came up. And at that time I had a partner, and I was like to her, what do you feel, how do you feel if we start a cleaning company? And she was like, oh, that's a good idea, let's do it. We're both not doing anything at the moment. And yeah, that's how it started, and we registered, we started getting some clients, and it was really as easy as that. Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear from you as their mentor. Can you tell us just a little bit about, first of all, what you do as a mentor, and then also, how did you first meet? What was it like meeting each other for the first time?
Well, initially, it's all been by Zoom. So we've had lots of Zoom, we've had lots of WhatsApp video calls, sometimes kind of impromptu, just updating each other with good news and successes. And it's only recently we've actually come to meet each other. So Tawanda and I are both huggers. So when we met, lots of hugging, and Sophie and I met last week for the first time. I went over to her offices. So when we first started working, you were working from home, and now she's in these really plush offices with her dog and her employee, and yeah, very impressive. So yeah, it's great to meet them at last.
Cool. Just from your perspective as well, what made you want to become a mentor for the Kent Foundation?
I have a business that's 15 years old. I've made every error in all areas on that business. But what the business is running systematically, and I'm still part of the business, but only part-time, which gives me lots of time. The work that's given me the most joy in my career has been working with young people. So I was a lecturer at Mid-Kent College in travel and tourism for a while, and that was the best job by far. Not the most well paid, but by watching these young people come through the door with no idea of what they wanted to do, and then by the end of the 2 years, they were working for airlines and travel companies. And I'm still in contact with many of them now, 20 years later. So the opportunity to go back into working with young people, I love business. My business is Annabelle Loves Business. So when someone told me about it, it was perfect.
Nice.
And I guess then for you guys, what did you expect when you were getting a mentor? What were you expecting to happen?
I didn't know, really. So when I first set up the business, obviously I don't know anything about business, how to run it. I Googled as well and found Kent Foundation that got in touch with them, and they said they can give me a mentor of how to run the business, the mechanics of the business, and put me in touch with Annabelle. And Annabelle has been a massive help. I didn't know how to run a business at all, and she's been so much help. Like, she's taught me everything that I know, and she's been amazing, so she's really helped.
Yeah, for me to start with, I didn't really know what to expect. one of my cousins used to be part of Kent Foundation. So when I was running the business and I was always complaining to him, oh, there's this, or this client did this, blah. And he was like, oh, I know what you need. Call these guys, they'll help you out. So I called, and I think I spoke to Rowan, and within a couple of weeks, they connected me to Annabelle, and Annabelle is so amazing. She always gives you advice, even sometimes when you don't even need it. So, so it's been really amazing. So much help. Yeah.
Can I just say thank you? And if my 3 teenagers would take any of my advice, that'd be great, but they don't. But I want to say thank you to Rowan and whoever else is involved in the matching, because for me, I think I'm so inspired by these people that I'm working with that, you matched us so well. So thanks for that, Rowan.
And Annabelle, while you're there, for you, were there any highlights or were there things that really stood out over the last 18 months as being a mentor and seeing these guys in their journey?
I absolutely loved my time. I've obviously got paid clients, but I will always make space for these guys above anyone else. They're the first people that I get in touch with, get them into my diary, and then book everyone else around them. But I think for me, I'm stunned by Sophie and Tawanda, their natural entrepreneurial abilities, and it's just really supporting them, encouraging them, signposting them. They're just amazing. So I'm seeing this as a long-term thing, whether they're 30 soon or not.
From Tawanda and Sophie, what was your biggest challenge during lockdown, starting your business? What was the biggest challenge for you?
I think the biggest challenge for me was not knowing what to do, because we all have these dreams of starting a business and making a lot of money, which is why people get in business. But once you start doing the actual stuff, you then realize, oh, what is this? What am I supposed to do when this happens? What am I supposed to do when a client doesn't pay? What am I supposed to do when a cleaner doesn't turn up? Things like that. So for me, it was just the shock of just different stuff that I didn't know that were going to come up and all of that, and just not knowing where to turn to and stuff like that. And in that, saying that, Annabelle, that's where she's been really helpful in terms of telling you, oh, maybe try this way, maybe try niching down a little bit more, maybe try doing this, maybe you shouldn't take on all the clients that come your way, maybe you should be selective and all of that. So it's kind of been a learning curve through all those challenges.
I think my biggest challenge was getting registered with CQC. I think in the care industry we've been quite lucky because COVID has helped us, because they need to kit the people out of hospital, so we've got care packages. So we have been quite lucky with that. But and also getting staff has been quite challenging. At the moment there's not many care staff around, but that's the only thing that I can think of. I've been quite lucky. So,
what was your biggest highlight? Like over the last 18 months, something that you are incredibly proud of with your business?
I think mine is moving into our office in Ashford. So I was working at home, and then now I'm in the office in Ashford, and I've managed to get another office member as well. So over the past couple of months, we've actually doubled in size. So that's one of my main highlights.
Can we give Sophie a massive clap?
Yeah, for me, I think there's quite a few ones. Obviously, one of them being getting Annabelle as my mentee, as my mentor. Sorry, not mentee. I'm not qualified yet. So one of the things that I probably am proud of is I managed to, because cleaners are very hard to get, so I managed to have a network of people that I could call upon anytime, even last-minute jobs and all of that. So I created a WhatsApp group, and in that WhatsApp group, there's about 15 people that, if any time no one can go to your job, you can always give in to those kind of people. So that's been sort of my biggest achievement, shall I say, yeah.
Can I also say your biggest achievement has been getting into university, passing your qualifications that you didn't think you were going to pass when we were first together, and also starting a brand new job as a trainee quantity surveyor. Okay, so as well as running a business.
Congratulations. So Annabelle's taken you under her wing. What now? Where does the business go? Where do we go from here? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, maybe 10 years' time? What happens next?
So I want to get more branches around Kent. I want to open up South East Kent all over so I can spread the care and I want to step back, get someone in to manage it and be a silent person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
And can I say that's totally achievable? She will achieve that.
For me, I want to be able to get to a point where I can, like what Sophie said, step back and have somebody else run it and manage it for me. And also just be the best in Kent, in England, or all over the world, depending, how much, I'm a Christian, so how much God wants me to, to spread around the world with the company. Yeah.
I guess really we should open it up to you guys. Is there anything that you'd want to ask or you guys want to know or any questions for these guys on the stage? Be brave. Go on.
Not you, Sam.
Go on. Someone be brave. Someone ask a question. Is there? Lovely. Here we go. How many hours do you sleep, Tawanda?
He doesn't. He doesn't. He told us earlier that he went on holiday and he went down to Devon, didn't you? And Sam did say that he arrived, opened the door, looked, went, that's lovely, got back in the car and went straight back to work. And I truly would believe that of him.
Yeah, saying that's pretty accurate, but I think we all have to give ourselves time to rest. Your body can only function if you have enough rest. So I do have at least 5 hours. I'll say at least 5.
Any other questions? Yes. What advice would you give to someone starting a business?
Make sure that you're strong-minded, you have a very good support network around you. You can handle stress, you don't mind lack of sleep, you don't mind waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about, have I done this, have I done that? But I think definitely the main one is having a massive good support network, and I have got a very good support network, so I'm very lucky.
I think starting a business is not for everyone, so if you definitely are up for it, you shouldn't be thinking about starting it, you should have started already. So So yeah, I would say just like what Sophie said, just work hard and have the right mindset. It will come to you. Yeah.
I'd add to that. If you're setting up a business, surround yourself with business people. Family are all well and good, but if you know people that can support you, and that's where the Kent Foundation comes in, and that's where, as I said before, Rowan does a fantastic job at matching mentees to mentors. She has in my situation. And I'm sure, at some point Sophie may outgrow me and need different skill sets that I don't have, and then, she can move to other people. So, definitely surround yourself with business people, network with business people, build those contacts and ask for support.
Any more questions? Anyone else? There was one this way. Yes. I can just see you.
Yep, go for it.
So if we went into another lockdown, what would you do differently?
I'd move out. I don't do homeschooling very well.
I don't know. What would you do differently?
I don't think anything would have stopped you, and really, would it? You were on a... What's so refreshing about Sophie is, as she said, she's worked for companies and not enjoyed how they've been run. And she really wants to stay true to her core values of, her team feeling part of something bigger. And I think that's just phenomenal. So anything you do differently?
I started in lockdown, so everything was just the same ever since lockdown. Obviously, it's a bit different now after lockdown with more contact with people. You can get to people's homes and they're there or anything like that. But I don't think I would do anything massively different.
Okay, any more questions? Yes, sir. Oh, would you become mentors in the future? Great question.
Yes, probably in 10 years to come when I've got a bit more experience, because I've only been in business since February, so I've got a lot to learn still. But yeah, it would be definitely something I want to do for the Kent Foundation. Thank you, Jason.
Yes, definitely. I would definitely want to be one day. It's a learning curve. We're getting there, and I think we're learning from the best. So, definitely.
Okay. Any more? We've got 5 more minutes. Any more questions?
I do have a question.
Go for it.
What would you say to people that say you need to be older and wiser to start a business? What would you say in response?
Well, for me personally, I've got to just say these guys were born to run businesses. They're entrepreneurial, they're passionate, they're hardworking, they're determined. So for me, what's so exciting is at their young age, they found something they're passionate about and they're following that passion. So they're just fantastic.
I don't know. I'd probably say that age is only a number. It's not about your age. It's about your mindset and your experience in life, what you've done. So at any age, anyone can achieve anything they want if they put their mind to it. So.
Yeah, I think there's no age limit to business. There's people who are 6 years old, 7 years old who are selling sweets. We will come at your door, knock, and say, "Oh, give me £5 or give me whatever." They've got the business mindset, so there's no age limit to it.
And I'm 84, so...
Lovely. Lastly, one more question then. So if somebody here was looking to start their own business, what makes an entrepreneur? What does that mean? What makes an entrepreneur? What do you have to be considered one?
I think you got to be able to accept rejection, because there's a lot of rejection before you get to the client that you want. You put all these marketing things out there, you put all these adverts and all of that, and you get inquiries and people call you up and all of that, and they ask for your services or your goods or your products or whatever. And last minute they just change. They go, "Oh no, we don't want to buy it anymore." So you got to be able to bounce back from that, because a lot of us will then go, "Oh, it's not working out. I'll start something else, or I'll go look for a job in somewhere else, retail or whatever it is." So I would say the best thing is to just accept rejection and know that it's not the end of it all. You carry on from there. You bounce back. And you carry on going.
Can we have a massive round of applause, please? Our panelists, thank you very much, guys, for coming up. Thank you.